Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. Welcome to the Local Marketing Institute Q&A Live with my fabulous co-host, Greg Gifford, and your host, Ben Fisher.
Look at my beard in that photo compared to what it is now.
So what the hell have you gone through in the past?
I don't know, man. Clearly this podcast with you has aged the hell out of me.
Obviously. I mean, you're like total salt and pepper now, dude.
I know, right?
Actually, and I don't have glasses anymore.
Yeah.
So we really probably should redo these pictures when we're in Berlin.
I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did we tell you, everybody, Greg and I will be in Dublin, Ireland later this year.
But not at the same hotel for some wacky reason.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think you're in a hostel or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be awful.
Yeah, that sucks, bro. Sorry.
I might actually now go Google this hotel, and if it's that bad, I'll just pay for my own hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Come over to the Hilton, buddy.
Right.
All right. So, again, thank you for joining us. Happy Labor Day weekend. Next slide, please. Thank you. And you can join us on Facebook at the Local Marketing Institute Connect, where we have over I think we're like at least probably 3,000 members now. I don't know. I haven't checked recently.
I'll have to check it out. We'll update it.
Yeah, we'll update it. A lot of stuff needs to be updated.
Yeah.
Pictures, numbers, shit like that. Anyway, join us on Facebook. This is where you can engage with Greg and I every once in a while, and all of the members of the Local Marketing Institute Connect. Get your answers.
And the spammers that want to try to sell you stupid stuff.
And every once in a while, we get the links in the chat that are really not appropriate.
Yeah.
And you can, of course, if you're on the go and you would love to have Greg and I in your ear, you can listen to the Local Marketing Institute podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Does anybody use iHeartRadio anymore?
Apparently so, man.
I don't know. I really don't. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll give some shout outs to start off.
Big shout out to Chad for already dropping a question in the Q&A section.
You go, Chad. Right on. Let's see. We got Mark with us. Donna's with us. Okay. Let's see. Steven, how's it going there, buddy? Steven's in twice as usual. Thank you for padding our numbers. And then we have the Fireflies AI note taker from Ron. Thank you, Ron. And so, excellent. So Chad is a podcast listener. Chad, what's your preferred platform? Please don't tell us it's iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we got to know.
No, it's not iHeartRadio. Okay, all right, excellent.
So what is it, Chad?
I'm going to go with Apple.
I'm going to say Spotify.
You're going to say Spotify, really? It's Apple.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So, So Chad's in the cool camp officially. Okay. All right. Welcome, Chad. All right. So with that being said, we have a lot of news today because we've been gone for like a month.
Right. And we've got sound effects back. So it's time for the news.
Yay, as Steven says. I agree, by the way, Steven, totally. All right. Y'all ready for this? Let's do it. Okay. So one piece of news is, and I don't have a link for it, unfortunately, is LSA is going to be removing the guaranteed badge. They are going to be removing the guarantee, and they're going to be renaming it as well. That's happening. Not that big of a deal. I mean, it's Google, right? So if you've been in this game long enough and working with Google all this time, you know that about every 3 to 5 years, they change stuff up. Like changing it from Google Local to Google Plus to Google Plus Local to Google My Business to Google Business Profile to
Google Places for Business.
Google Places. I forgot Google Places. How could I do that? Yes, Google Places. So, anyway, we just have to live with it. But the fact that they're getting rid of the guarantee, that's kind of interesting. So I did ask a Googler about this. They said they never heard about the guarantee.
Of course.
Exactly. And they work in LSA, by the way. So, yeah, that's why they're getting rid of it. Nobody used it, basically. And I forget the new name, so I apologize. All right. Next up, according to a study done by Ahrefs, when it comes to the AI overviews, and actually AI just kind of in general, actually with ChatGPT and Perplexity, fresh content wins. This hasn't changed in 30 years.
Yeah. Wait. Fresh content is important?
Exactly. And guess what? So is links, and so is authority, and so is a website.
And so is claiming that SEO stuff that we've been doing for years is the new groundbreaking geo activities that you should be doing.
You know, if I ever meet somebody in person and they say, "Oh, I'm doing geo optimization," I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to get pissed.
Oh, I'm going to punch them square in the Adam's apple.
Thank you. You said what I was thinking. Yeah, geo is the stupidest fucking term I've ever heard in my life in this entire industry. I'm still, although I'm still kind of in the camp of AEO, answer engine optimization. Blah. Just saying. But it's still all SEO at the end of the day. Yeah. All right. So, a really kind of interesting thing. So, is zero click real? And the answer is yes. According to this study, 1% of people click on citations. I don't know if I believe it or not. But then again, I kind of do because people are really lazy.
But do they outline the methodology of their study? Because there's so much crap coming out lately where they don't tell you what the methodology, like their study is. We talked to both of our mothers and neither one of them did it, which means nobody clicks on citations. Or did they only talk to people that don't really use AI overviews and then we're surprised? Or was it only informational queries and not transactional queries? Like there's so many variables there when they're just like, we did a study and this happened. Like you can't really trust the data.
This is one you can probably trust though, Greg. This is done by Pew Research. Okay. Now, the study's pretty small. Only 900 people doing around almost 70,000 queries. Okay. But it's Pew Research. So, kind of reputable. Anyway, the point is that we all want the citations, obviously. And I think as marketers, we love having the citations. But you know, I mean, it's like, yes, we're coming closer to a zero-click search environment. I think we've been talking about this for a while, and that's what as marketers we need to kind of prepare for. We need to prepare our customers' mindsets to start looking away from traffic and start looking towards conversions. All right, what do you think, buddy? Anything else?
I mean, if we're looking, it's 900 people, which is a really small slice of audience.
Yeah.
And it's just in March using a web browser on a desktop, laptop, or mobile device. And it does AI overview text and search result page content were collected April 7 to 17. So it's
oh geez, that's old.
Yeah, it's old data, but also they're like, okay, this was 68,000 searches conducted by 900 people. What were their searches? Like, tell me what the searches were. If like 850 of those people were like, give me a recipe for dinner tonight, of course they're not going to click on a citation. They just want the recipe. Or if they're like, what's the weather today? Of course they're not going to click on a citation. Like, unless we know what the queries were, like, give me a bucket. Like, bucket this into here's informational queries, here's transactional queries, here's navigational queries. Like, 26, like, is that 26% ended their browsing session, or 26 people of the 900? Oh no, it's percent. So 26% of people ended their browsing session. Those people probably would have gotten a rich snippet or a featured snippet and left. Like, that doesn't, stuff like this pisses me off, because there's so many businesses out there making bad decisions and cutting all of their marketing and saying they could just do it all with AI.
Oh God, I know.
Without understanding the implications of that decision, because they read research like this and they're like, oh, we don't need SEO anymore because nobody's clicking those links. But the study is not telling you enough to know what's really going on.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I know I do a lot of research, and especially this week, I've been doing a lot of research, and it's all informational queries and some transactional queries. But the AI overviews I think are nice to have, but I still click on the links.
Yeah, I do. Like, every time I'm like, okay, because also we know enough to know that AI hallucinates crap. And I want to see where the AI is pulling the information from. So I'll click the citation source to see where the information's coming from. And people grind my gears with this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was just reading an article this morning, just talking about hallucinations, about how gamers are starting to get increasingly upset with Google at this point because it's hallucinating tips on games.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like telling gamers, like, no, you shouldn't do that because this will happen, blah, blah, blah. And the gamers, it's like, no, that's not true.
My favorite AI thing this week is Google's new crazy banana image crap, whatever it's called. I haven't taken a
look at it yet. It's like basically Photoshop, right?
Well, it's like they'll show like the examples that they provide are like a picture of like shoes, a mini skirt, a blouse, and a purse, and the prompt is put this outfit on a woman, and then there's a chick wearing the outfit. Or it'll be like, here's a pair of shoes, an iPod, a lunchbox, and a computer. Make an image of a guy at an Apple store looking at all these products on a shelf, and they're all like lined up, and like, it's cool stuff. But literally, there is no one out there going, hey, this shit actually works. Everybody is like, they're not telling you about the 10 hours they spent refining their prompt to get it to actually show you the right image. Or they're not telling you the fact that, like, it'll show you, you can upload a photo of a guy and upload a photo of a shirt and say, put that shirt on the guy, supposedly. Everybody's like, we tried it, and then it puts a different person in the photo. Like, it's all like...
It's an AI tool.
It's like, in practice, or in theory, it sounds awesome, but in actual practice... Apparently the thing is absolute garbage and it's not there yet, but Google's pushing out all of this. Look how amazing our new image processing is, and it's just not.
Yeah. I will tell you this. It's like, have you tried VO3 yet?
No.
Okay. Do you have a Google Workspace?
Yeah.
It's in there. Just go to vids/vids.
Yeah.
And you can get to it. Anyway, one thing you'll note about it is it doesn't matter how detailed your prompt is, it's always going to spit out a piece of crap, right? Now, if you do that same prompt, but you do it with JSON, okay, it's a structured JSON prompt, it comes out perfect.
Really?
Yes, and it's replicatable too. It's amazing how perfect it is, actually. You can only do 5 seconds, well, 10 seconds. But it's 10 minutes, but it's only 1,000 characters for your prompt.
Okay.
Which basically makes it 10 seconds. And but anyway, yeah, it's utterly amazing. Just go to Facebook, go to any prompt group, and you'll find some example scripts. Take it, bring it down to 1,000, or just go to ChatGPT and tell it to make it 1,000 characters.
Right.
And then pop it in. It's beautiful. It's crisp. It's amazing what you can do with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it doesn't hallucinate or give you extra fingers. Okay, this one is pretty freaking cool. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it, so I guess we will. And that is that now with Google Business Profile, if you have a bad review, not only can you report the bad review, go ahead and report the profile. The chances of the profile coming down are actually pretty high. And guess what? It gets rid of the review. If it of course gets taken away. All right. Um, more AI stuff. I know this is the local marketing institute, right? Not the AI marketing institute.
Right.
All right. All right. Another little study out there, and that shows that Reddit and Wikipedia and YouTube are some of the main sources that AI is feeding off of for data. Again, this is not very earth-shattering information, right? But it does show you that these are places where you probably should spend a little bit of time.
But yeah, Reddit is crazy weighted compared to everything else.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, not surprising. We all knew that, but
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, hey, it's questions and answers, right?
yep.
For the most part. All right. Next one. By the way, everybody, we're at 3 questions in the Q&A. We'd love to get that to 10 in the next 15 minutes. So feel free, post your question. We will answer it. If you want us to take a look at something, I don't know. If you want us to roast a GBP, we will roast it. Pop it in. We don't care if it's yours or a competitor's. You don't even have to tell us. We'll just roast it anyway.
We'll
If you have
make
a
fun of
website-
you, though. We'll pretend it's yours, even if it's not.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. And then, and then finally, I mean, if you have something that you're dealing with, like a suspension or something like that, and you want Greg or I to help you out with that, no problem. Just go ahead and pop it into the Q&A. Again, we're at 3. We need 10. All right. So next one. This is really, really good news for anybody who is working with Google Business Profiles, which I have a feeling everybody is. And that is that Microsoft CoPilot and ChatGPT, this was 2 weeks ago, by the way, are now offering Google Maps as your option for local sources. So instead of using funky old Apple, you can use Google. You have to change it in your settings to get to it. But that's just another reason everybody should be kind of happy with or in the space that we are.
Yep.
We're not threatened by AI yet. All right. Any thoughts on that, brother?
No, I mean, it's like I was complaining earlier. You have all these gurus that are telling you they've cracked the code on how to show up better in AI search results. And it's all the stuff that we've all been doing for years. But I think it uncovers how many people out there were doing crappy SEO to just try to fool the algorithm and not actually try to do real SEO. But again, we keep saying, just keep doing the things we've been doing, and that's what's going to help. And as people are doing more research, it's turning out, hey, guess what? SEO still does matter.
Exactly. Jeez. Oh, man. Okay. So this one I found interesting. I don't know how big the study was, but, you know, we've always wondered, do reviews help with ranking, right? And the consistent theory out there, I believe Mike Blumenthal brought this up a long time ago, was that at 10 and at 100, you maybe get a ranking bump, right? Well, according to Joy over at Sterling Sky, is that if you get the more recent reviews that you get, the better ranking you'll get. That's what they're saying, at least. I don't know if it's true. What do you think, brother?
You don't know if what's true? Sorry, I was distracted. I was reading the link that you just sent to see if there's anything in there about methodology.
What do you think about review recency?
Oh, I think review recency is influential. I don't think it's the end all be all biggest signal, but I think that it has influence.
So you think it influences ranking?
Potentially.
I'm going to stand up and just say I don't.
But when I say potentially, that's if we're talking my underwater basket weaving studio.
Yep.
And there are 4 other underwater basket weaving studios in the Dallas area.
Yep.
And none of them have had a review in 6 months. And I've had 2 or 3 reviews a month for the last few months.
Yep.
then I think it does influence visibility in that case because it is a signal that distinguishes me from the rest of everyone else.
Difference, because now you're talking about behavior.
Yes, but in the case of now saying getting reviews more recently helps, well, if all your competitors are getting reviews all the time and you're getting reviews all the time, like it's not like you got a review yesterday and now you're going to rank better because nobody else got a review yesterday. Like
Right.
that's not true at all.
And that's what the study states. The study states that if you get reviews on a consistent basis, you'll rank better, right? My argument is to say, no, it's not that you're going to rank better. You're going to look better. And if somebody's making a decision, they're going to decide to probably call you versus one of your competitors. So that's my thoughts on it, at least.
Yeah, also, I like that this whole thing is basically off of one client.
Oh, was it over one client?
It was one client. And it very clearly states that they asked the guy why their reviews slowed down, and he says that he used to reward his staff members for getting clients to leave reviews, but he stopped doing that recently. She said, why don't you start doing it again and we'll see if it makes a difference. And it kind of made a little bit of a difference, but
oh, and like there's nothing else going on, of course, SEO wise.
yeah, you're not doing anything else during that period from April to June. Nothing else changed on the website or links or any other offsite signals. The only thing that changed was reviews. Well, we all know that's not the case. The other big part is if I was going to put out any sort of information about a customer that was spiffing his employees for getting reviews, I would add a massive caveat of this is a supremely bad idea for most businesses, because if an employee can get $50, like car dealers do this all the time. Hey, man, like let's say I'm your boss and I'm like, hey, Ben, every review you get that mentions your name, I'm going to give you an extra $50.
Oh, man, I'm going to go tell my customers, dude, I'm going to give you $25. Go leave a review and mention me.
Yeah, exactly. Or you're just going to go, or you just go fake Max is back. Yeah, exactly. Max said the same thing. He'd tell all of his friends, go leave a review. Because you go get friends and family to leave a review. You get people that never went to business there and did business, never talked to you to leave a review. Or you just go set up. I mean, I've seen this multiple times, multiple years in a row, that dealers do this, and they have salespeople that go out and set up fake profiles. So then it's a super easy detected pattern because you have all these profiles that are brand new profiles that have never done anything else, never done any Gmail, never done any activity on Google other than logging in one time to leave a review that mentions somebody's name and then never logs into Google again. You think Google can't figure that shit out? And you think those guys don't get in trouble with Google? No, they totally get in trouble with Google.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And now that's against FTC law besides being Google. Like there was a dealership. Oh, geez. I'd have to go back and look, but I was, for something else related to what our marketing team is doing, I was looking through the reviews or the videos from my weekly video series. And it was either at the beginning of this, it was a January, either January 25 or January of 24. I think it was January 25, that there was a dealership group in California that got fined millions of dollars because they were spiffing their employees for getting reviews left. And a bunch of their employees got all their friends and family to leave reviews. And that's against federal law. So the dealership ended up paying millions of dollars in fines because all of their employees had their friends and family leave reviews. Like, it's such a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't do it. Just
no,
don't.
Stephen, no, it does not matter at all for ranking. It's 100% because if, like, you could have 3 or 4 employees claim that they talked to a customer and now that customer left the review. The only way you can track it for any business, the only way they track it is you mention the salesperson name in the review, then that salesperson gets a tick mark, and then however many tick marks you get, that's how many bonuses you get.
There's totally an exception to this rule, though. Okay, and that is at least in the service industry. The service industry, they use something like Service Titan, right? And they will do a job, and then the tech will ask for a review at the end of the job,
right? And
they will get a bonus for that. Whoa, I lost you, brother. So, but they will get a review, of course, a bonus for leaving the review. And in that case, it does actually work because it is in service Titan and it's all trackable. I'm going to go see what happened to Greg. I'll be right back, everybody. All right, let's see what's happening here. Oh, okay. Greg lost power. It's storming in Texas at the moment, by the way, everybody. So with that, we have 5 questions in the Q&A, by the way. And we'd like to have 10 in there if we can get it in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. We've got 2 questions left. Or 2 things left, basically, at this point. So if you want to go ahead and throw something else into the Q&A, please do. Otherwise, we're going to have a short session. All right, so let's see. This one is a question that we had from, it looks like last week. Okay, and this question is about Google Business Profile for pest control and snake fencing. I haven't read this one yet, by the way, everybody, just so you know. This one's from Chad. Okay, so I'm working on a prospect who has 2 business profile, and here is where it gets confusing. He lives in Fresno, does pest control there. He also has a tech and does pest control in LA. In addition to the pest control in LA, he also does snake fencing. Snake fencing, interesting. He wants to convert the Fresno to be focused on snake fencing only. He tried to set up a new GBP from his home, bad idea. Also, where the Fresno GBP is registered at, it didn't go through, obviously, because he tried to have 2 listings in one place. What's the best way to advise them to clean up the mess, huh? And he hired somebody in Fiverr to do this. Nice. This one is a little bit complex, kind of. Let's see. Okay. Chad, are you here? You are. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to have a question for you here in a second, Chad. So did he actually create the second one at the home, or is it just in verification status? Let's see. What are we doing? Okay. So he thinks he has both. So you don't know. Without that piece of information, it's kind of hard to give you an answer. Yeah, not 100%. The only thing I can do is I can just tell you what the guidelines state. And the guidelines state this is not acceptable. It's not allowed. It technically, I'm assuming do you know if he used the same exact phone number as well? But yeah, I mean, probably. Okay. Yeah, so it's not allowed. If anything, it should have been suspended almost immediately, actually. A, because of the phone number, and B, because you're trying to have 2 businesses, basically. It's actually really 2 service lines, not 2 businesses at the same address. So.
Okay, back.
What's up, Greg?
Sorry, like everything turned off.
Really?
So, yeah.
That sucks.
Like all the air conditioning turned off, power turned off, no internet, no nothing. But I'm back.
Yeah, right on. Okay, cool. We were just going over a question that we had from Chad. Would you suggest merging them? No, just delete the one. Delete it. Just kill it. Get rid of it. It shouldn't be there. You shouldn't have it. It's not 2 separate businesses. It's 2 separate service lines. Want me to read you the question, buddy? Want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Ready? Okay. Chad is asking. He's working with a prospect who has 2 business profiles.
Okay.
He lives in Fresno and does pest control there. He has a technician and does pest control in LA. By the way, the LA location is also in violation. You're not allowed to have him at a technician's home. Your customer is basically kind of SOL if he ever gets caught. He'll never get back on Google. Okay. And he wants to convert the Fresno to be focused on snake only. I don't think there is a category for snake fencing. Anyway, no. That's probably rodent control or pest control or something like that. Yeah, it's pest control. Maybe wildlife. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he should have 1 profile. Period. That's it. And that's just in Fresno. He should not have 1 in LA. He should not have a pest and wildlife at his home for himself. No, he shouldn't. So yeah, I mean, delete is what you need to do. If you reach out, by the way, and try to get them merged with Google, Google will just suspend them. All right. So anyway, so that's basically what he's trying to do, Greg. Is he's trying to create these two profiles at his home address, and he has one at a text home in LA.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
Yeah. It's not allowed. Like auto dealers can do departments. Yeah. Other people can't.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then this next one's going to be a question for you, maybe?
You're going to have to read questions because I don't know what's going up with Q&A unless you've already answered all of them because there's nothing in Q&A for me.
Oh, yeah, I've got 7. Okay. All right. One last question. This was from an anonymous attendee, by the way.
Hey, Anonymous, we're happy you're back.
Exactly. All right. So they say, what are some AI powered workflows that you've been developing to help create local search efficiencies?
Nothing really around local search particularly. We've got a lot of client-focused AI efficiencies with a tool that attaches to all of our client calls and all of our emails to help us analyze what's going on with our clients and get a better feel for vibe, and it watches for warning words and things like that. Gives us basically a customer score for everyone that has been very awesome because you don't have to keep sending out customer surveys because it's very good at identifying speech patterns and figuring out that customers are maybe not as happy for any particular reason as you might think they would be. We do have a lot of stuff going with the team that they're using, but like I don't work client level stuff, so I'm not a great person to answer that question. I know we use that, but I don't know specifics.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. It's like I don't do client level stuff except for like suspension work and such. But that being said, our SEO team and our creative team, writing team, etc., GPP team, whatever you want to call them, they do. They use it actually quite a lot. We probably save around 40% of time just by utilizing AI tools in a very smart way. Not making it do everything for us, of course, but like, you know, if you're going to do some like some analysis, basically, it's like we might start with Screaming Frog and then we might run through AI, or we might do it the other way around. But still, it's like with how much AI tools hallucinate. Unfortunately, the data that comes back is sometimes crap.
Yeah, but you can always check it. And the thing that I is, meta descriptions. Do you really need to spend time writing meta descriptions anymore? No. Like, have it spit that out for you. Google's going to change it pretty often anyway. Same thing with title tags. Give me some options for title tags. And it helps you kind of think outside the box sometimes instead of you sitting there trying to bang on your keyboard till you get something acceptable. Yeah. But we're not really doing anything. We're like, hey, AI system, just write all my title tags for me programmatically. And now I don't have
no
tags. Like, hell no.
No. I will give you all a little quick tip, by the way. If you're in ChatGPT it has a problem, and the problem is it's very confident. It's extremely confident. It has to be, right, for people to trust it. But that trust is, of course, misguided, right, because it'll give you wrong answers if it can't figure it out. And by figure it out, meaning that the tokens don't line up and it can't find the information, or it just can't answer your question. So modify your prompt. Add this to it. It's okay. If you don't know the answer, tell me you don't know. It'll change your life by doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it'll start coming back and it'll start going, I don't know. Figure it out.
It's been fun fantastic. to when you get some answer to say, explain why you said that. Because this is where, like, there was a whole thing back in the spring where people were like, oh my gosh, I asked ChatGPT for a list of the 10 best SEOs and I was listed in that list as number 1. but then everybody else was like, I'm listed as number one on my list. And we
Yeah,
were
because
all
it's looking
like,
at your history.
dude, it's gonna tell, like, ask it, why did you put this person at number one? Well, because it's you, and I know that you would like to be listed as number one, so I put you at number one. Like, come on. Like, I I I think most marketers are on the end of the bell curve, that they understand there's hallucination and they understand that there's problems. They understand that ChatGPT is not actually intelligent, but the vast majority of people out there think
No.
ChatGPT is a Star Wars robot that is completely sentient and can answer anything and knows how to think like a human, and it absolutely can't.
No, it can't. Not yet, at least. And you just brought up another thing I probably should say. That is also in your prompts. By the way, make yourself a prompt library, people. Anyway, but also in your prompts, you can very specifically state, ignore my past history.
Yep.
Or open a private window which doesn't record. But if you do that, then you'll get a little bit of better data back. And by the way, Greg, I have done who is the best local SEO person out there. And you know what? It comes back with Joy, me, you, Andrew Shotland, Darren Shaw.
Well, like all the people that if you ask any of us, and we're gonna probably list this, if you ask any of the top local SEO people out there for their top 10 list,
Yeah.
probably 80% of everyone's list is going to be the same names.
It's a very small
Maybe
industry.
100% of the list would be the same across everyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's kind of cool to watch. You see people go on LinkedIn and go, "Here's the best local SEOs to follow." I'm like, "Well, here we go again." All right. Next question. Yeah, more on AI. All right. I don't know if this is a great question or not, but I guess we'll find out. Are there any ways to use? Oh God, I hate this topic. AI agents. You know what AI agents are, right, buddy?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't know what they are. Can you explain, please?
Do you not know what an AI agent is? Really? Do you not know what an AI agent is? Now, to generate signals of interest to Google to help improve visibilities, maybe clicking on driving directions or click to call, maybe writing reviews. Maybe these agents, maybe back those agents up with personas on Reddit or other some other platform, have it work through a browser.
So they're
Sounds like
trying to
bad
fake,
ideas to
they're
me.
trying to fake a human signal with an AI agent.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, this is coming, right?
What, faking people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, people already do that. There's the one lady that has 10,000 cell phones and will bring those 10,000 cell phones to your business to make it look like people are going there.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it's been
they're going to
around
be
for
AI.
forever, but like I think the AI thing, what people don't realize is it's probably still going to be pretty easily detectable. It may get more advanced in the
Yeah.
future, but I don't know that that would work. And I would not suggest doing that because didn't we say earlier the whole explosion of all of the AI people saying they figured it out has really uncovered all the people out there that were doing shitty SEO?
Right.
This would be a shitty SEO tactic.
Yeah. No, I just can't wait to run. I'll be probably walking around at a conference, a local U or something like that in the future. And somebody's going to go, I built this really cool AI agent company that sends fake signals to your GBP. So that way you'll rank better. Well, guess what? People already do this
Yeah.
and it doesn't work. As a matter of fact, it works for like 30 seconds and then it gets you suspended.
Yeah.
Or you stop the traffic and it gets you suspended or whatever.
Well,
I
and it
think
comes
it's
back
all
to if
detectable.
you're having to cheat like that, you probably have crappy content on your site and a garbage experience and bad reviews. So you're trying anything you can to rank better because you think ranking matters more than actually serving your customers the way that they want to be served.
Exactly.
Like, who cares even if this does work to get you ranked, you're not going to get any more business out of it because you clearly have other problems at play. And that's not going to solve those other problems.
Exactly. And those fake personas that you put together on Reddit, they will get banned left and right. Reddit's very good at detecting BS. It's like everybody on there has their BS detector all the way up.
I have
So,
really gone down a Reddit rabbit hole in the last few weeks, going into like the business profile subreddits and just laughing at all of the bad advice that people are giving, where they're like,
some of it's
oh, go
horrible.
do, no, buddy, don't go do that. And somebody else is like, yeah, do that. No, don't do that. It's
No,
really
don't do
funny to
that.
see the
Don't do
really bad advice in there.
that. Yeah, some of it's pretty horrible, actually. I have to agree. All right, with that, we are on to Q&A. And since you, my friend, do not have the Q&A, I will just go ahead and
I
read.
do have Q&A from when I came back. So like the first one I see is Max's question that came in at 12:30. So anything before that, I guess.
Oh my God, yeah.
Does it show me?
You're missing 6. Let's just put it
Okay.
that way.
Well,
So,
let's just, you can read them and I'll answer, or you can answer if it's your turn or whatever.
all right, sounds
Wait,
good.
whoa.
What?
Something just flashed and that other question from Chad showed up for just a second and then disappeared.
That's because I clicked on answer live. Ooh, hold on.
But it just literally showed up and
Wait,
disappeared.
did you see that one?
From Ria?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see that.
I just clicked on answer live. That's
Okay.
why. Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. Now we have it. All right, go for it.
Okay, so this is your turn. Ria's question is, has anyone noticed how the products carousel is showing differently on Android than on Apple? It's very hidden on Android now.
I haven't really noticed it.
I'm
But
an
then
Apple
again,
guy,
I
so I
kind of
wouldn't
don't
have noticed it.
care. Yeah. I mean, Google does testing all the time, so. But they do usually update Android before they update Apple,
So are
so it
we
could be a coming
talking,
feature.
Ria in the chat, can you let us know, is this the products carousel of like products in your GBP, or are we talking about something else?
It's probably, yeah, products.
Yeah, products in your GBP. Are they really products in your GBP powered by a feed from Merchant Center, or are you like talking about like a lawyer profile where you're putting in, we do motorcycle crashes and car crashes and truck crashes and things that you're not really supposed to be doing? And you may not even want to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Oh,
they're services, well, yeah,
yeah.
that's going away soon anyway, because it's
Yeah.
only going to be displaying products that come from a product feed, because Google never intended it to be, you can put services in there to brand them on your profile. They're supposed to be actual products.
Yeah, exactly. And Merchant Center might be replacing it, so there's that too.
Yep.
All right, this is a question from Steven. Any suggestions on how?
It's your turn.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Go.
So, any suggestions on how to remove spam reviews on Facebook? He's already reported them to Facebook.
It usually involves praying. Sometimes you might be able to pay somebody off. No, actually, you can't pay somebody off. Yeah, no, it involves a lot of praying, probably.
Voodoo.
Yeah. Just pray. The answer is sorry. No, I don't.
Also, maybe to be a little bit of an a-hole, who cares? Like, does anybody really look at Facebook reviews anymore? No.
No, not true. Google uses Facebook as a source for reviews on AI overviews. So yes, a competitor can totally trash your Facebook page and it'll fuck up your AI overview.
That is not good.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of research on this recently, and I've got a whole list of sources that they use for reviews.
Yeah, so Rachel
pretty
just
bad.
commented in the chat that meta support is terrible. Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, fun example. I have a friend, not a client, who is a bankruptcy attorney, and he called me. He calls me periodically for help on things, and he called me because he got blocked from running ads, but he didn't realize he was blocked because Facebook didn't really tell him he was blocked, and
Yeah.
it just said that he owed like $600, and you'd go click pay and it would say, all right, cool, you've paid. But then it still wouldn't let you do anything. And then it still showed that you owed $600 and his card never got charged. So he clicked the button to say, review my account. He did that in April. he just got an email back yesterday that says, we've completed your account review and you violated our policies. So that account can't advertise on Meta anymore. And it's like, dude, April, May, June, July, August, 4 months to just wait for them to tell you, no, you violated policy and you can't get back on, but they didn't tell him what he violated.
Yep.
And you can't get into the account to even see it or fix it. And they're just like, yeah, you just can't advertise anymore. So like, yeah, it's pretty awful.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. It's fairly shitty. There's like almost no appeal process either. Speaking of, Jeffrey has a question.
All right.
Any suggestions on what to do when the review reporting form doesn't work? It hasn't worked for me for a couple months.
Jeffrey, when you say it doesn't work, you mean the form is broken and you can't submit something, or you submit something and nothing happens? Because those are two different situations.
Completely.
Try to submit and get an error. Well, I have not seen that error, and I have used that form recently. Jeff, have you tried on a different browser?
Or incognito.
Or incognito. Or on your phone. Tried everything, and it's
or on somebody else's computer.
Yeah, tried a different computer.
Yeah, so what you do here in this case is you do a Loom video, which is free, and show us what you're talking about, and go ahead and post that on the forums.
Yep.
Or just DM me on Twitter.
Are you back to using it?
What, Twitter?
Yeah.
I use it every once in a while.
I've logged in a couple times recently.
Yeah, there's nothing on there. It's
feel gross every time I do.
Yeah, it's pretty much. I've cleaned it up though, so I've got a lot of the bullshit crap is just not in my feed anymore. So that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I also totally unsubscribed from the service, by the way, too. So It's like I used to have the check mark. Now I don't. So now I see less crap.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You pay
funny how that works,
and you
right?
see crap. Yeah, exactly. All right, buddy. You're up.
Okay. Oh, wait, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I lost track.
Something like that.
Okay, so are we doing Ria's question about popular times?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So does the popular times section in Google Business Profile influence rankings? For example, if a business shows high activity during certain days or times, could that improve its visibility or ranking during those periods?
Claudia saw a correlation with this across some of her clients. I'm not sure I buy it, but it's a possibility.
I mean, again, maybe if you're not touching anything else, and then you see that you're ranking better during the times where it says you're busy, then maybe you could say that there's some correlation there. But like, how often do any businesses not touch their business profile, not get reviews, not touch their website, not do anything to be able to scientifically say with certainty that that had an effect? Like, never. Yeah. It'd be really hard to prove that it does. I think it's there more as a user signal to understand when people are going to the business. But I do think that there is some correlation out there, because back to the thing that we mentioned earlier with the lady that has like 1,000 phones and will drive around, like Joy's talked to her and Joy's seen it work. I just don't think it works long term. It may help you temporarily. That's a little bit different than the popular times, though. That's showing actual devices going to the location more frequently, which could potentially increase visibility. But if we're just talking about when it shows that you're popular and it says that on Tuesdays at noon is the busiest time of the week for you, doesn't necessarily mean there's a lot of people actually there like it would be if you were using the lady with all the phones. So yeah, I personally don't think it has influence.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, buddy. All right, cool. Okay, I think you're up to ask me this question.
All right. Talking about reviews, Juan has a client that was not able to receive new reviews for a whole month. He was
Mhm.
about to ask about that, but it seems to have already been fixed because they got a new review yesterday. Are we aware of any problems related to this? Here is their
Mhm.
profile also if we would like to do a roast.
All right. So the first answer is 30 days of not being able to get a review usually means you are being content moderated. And actually should have had a nice little nasty uh, notice on your GPP.
Yep.
This is not fully rolled out to everybody. I've only seen it in a while, maybe once or twice. But you could have had this company, has deceptive reviews, so therefore they cannot get new reviews, and that lasts for 30 days. And when it comes off, then you can get reviews again.
It could potentially be a block too if they were getting spammed with a lot of fake reviews. Sometimes Google puts that block on, but you would have
True,
been aware of that.
exactly. If we take a look at the newest reviews, fine. So let's see. Let's go back. Here we go. 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. All right, so it's been about 3 weeks since they got reviews, and now they're getting them again. I wonder if it's maybe. I wonder if they got content moderated because of the Spanish.
I was just going to look on their website and they have the logo on the site that has the Abogados de Inmigración. So maybe that's okay, but I would guess that's a lawyer trying to do a DBA like lawyers do, and that's not
Oh, of
actually
course.
really the name of the business. Because you look
Yeah.
on Facebook, and on Facebook, they're Lincoln Goldfinch Law, and on what
Oh, dude, this is out of a home.
is it really?
Yeah, it's a
Of
home.
course it is.
Unless it's repurposed for business. It might be a residential. It might be a business location. Actually, come to think of it. I
Well,
mean,
I don't
it
know.
is a
It says
home.
their lawyers serve customers all over Texas. Are they really in that location?
Yeah, I don't know. They've got BBB on the window. Usually, a homeowner doesn't put a BBB sticker on their house.
That is a good call.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as a GBP goes, yeah, this is a decent GBP. Let's just put it that way. Um, you know, Reviews being responded to. That's great. Could be a little bit more detail in your responses. I mean, I see a lot of detail for the negative response, negative review, and very small details for the thank yous. I would give a lot more thank you response, actually, if I were you. All right.
Um, I don't know that I would have
Uh,
legal services selected as a category.
yeah, I agree with that too.
Uh,
All right, we got 7 minutes left, brother.
That's
Oh,
honestly a crap ton of reviews for an immigration attorney.
yes, it is. Most
But
immigration attorneys I know only have like 30 reviews.
yep.
Yeah, exactly, Max. And speaking of Max, Max has a question for you, Greg.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, can we
LSA.
ask you this? Because I am not qualified
Yeah.
to answer this
Yep.
question.
You can ask me this. Go for it.
Um, so how do you get a refund for bad leads? Legal leads are $540 a piece in Vegas. We had one come in and objected, and it was denied because AI handles it all now. What is the process?
That is the process. You
Free to do
can't
it
do
again.
anything else. There's nothing else that you can do unless you have a direct contact over at LSA. Like, for instance, I mean, yeah, I know. We do a lot of LSA work for our clients, and we're a managed partner over at LSA. So every once in a while, we can actually bring it up to our rep and say, "Hey, this is obviously a bad lead. Can you take care of this?" And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. So yeah, unfortunately, no. There's not much you can do about it. We focus on training the AI system when it comes to LSA. That's really the only thing that you can do, actually. All right.
How do you? I'm curious since I don't really like our team does LSAs, but like that's the paid search team, and I don't really have that much interaction about LSAs. How do you train the AI that monitors the LSA leads to be better at detecting what's spam and what's not? Can you share that? It may be something you guys do that.
It's a little bit of a secret.
Okay. Well, then cool. You don't have to share.
Yeah, and it's actually, I think it's more covered under NDA than anything else. Let's just say it can be done. How's that?
Cool.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw this the other day. I'll see if you have. No, hanging up the phone does not work.
No, I
Yep.
just I have not seen this yet. So this is almost a news feature that we
Oh,
did
okay.
not
I totally
discuss.
forgot about this one.
I mean, I just looked at the article, but I have not seen it in the wild yet. But
Okay.
again, I don't really touch client level stuff, so I wouldn't really have had an opportunity to see it.
Yeah, same here, which is why I'm not in Barry's news all the time anymore. But anyway, oh, Max, the question and answer is, to your question is yes. If you hang up the phone before 30 seconds has gone by, you have a higher chance of getting disputed. All right. So, has anyone seen the reported new profile button? Basically, in the I hate the freaking terminology for NMX. I need to put this out here, everybody. Look, NMX was a internal Google designation for the web browsing experience that you see today. Okay, that's it. It's just an internal designation. It was one they never intended to ever get out into the public.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, us PEs are the ones who did get it out into the public. It's not NMX, okay? I call it direct search. Other people call it in search. Call it whatever you want, but it's not NMX. Stop using NMX. Thank you. Oh, Mark, by the way, it was not directed at you. It was directed at everybody. But anyway, yeah, just call it what you like. Again, I call it direct search. Other people call it in search. Other call it just GBP dashboard. You know, whatever makes you happy. Just I wouldn't use NMX. It doesn't mean anything. Anyway, however, there is reported, I believe this is in the UK, that now there is a profiles button in that little tic-tac-toe board, basically, at the top when you search for your business name that says profiles. And you click on it and it shows your profiles. That's it. It's the exact same experience as when you used to be able to type in my business, and then you click on a button that goes to all of your profiles. That's it. Same thing. Or if you click on the three dots and you bring it down and say, see my profiles.
Yeah.
They just put it in a place which is a lot more visible, which I think is a great idea, by the way.
Yeah. Awesome idea.
Yeah. I think whoever did that should get kudos. With that, my friend, I think we're done.
We are. And right on time for letting everyone enjoy the holiday weekend.
Yes. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Labor Day weekend. And yeah, be safe. Have a great one. Don't get too drunk. Have a good time. And we shall see you in, oh, by the way, Greg and I checked. We're going to be here for the next 2 weeks for like the foreseeable, like until October.
Yeah, October is going to be tough, but September's good.
October's going to be hell, man.
Dude, look at this. I'll show you just because this is funny. This is, oh wait, not October. Okay, yeah, not November. This doesn't count November. This is how many flights I have just in October and September. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit too much, man.
Yeah.
And I would be hating life being up in the air that much.
Well, to be fair, one of them is my wife and I are going, and Kid are going to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando for one of them. So one is a
nice. Nice.
Everything else is work trips. So yeah.
Right on. Well, good luck with that, my friend.
Yeah, right.
All right, everybody. Have a great
Have a good
weekend. We're
weekend.
going to let you go. Have a great Labor Day. Bye.